It's Uncle Paul, and I have a hankering to put up my tent. Where is it?
Oh, go out and... Here, let me get some gloves on.
Maybe it won't. Get it out. Not yet. Oh, it's on the fan.
Oh.
We go in the kitchen.
You scared me. It flew in, wouldn't be an evening.
It came in when he...
Whoa!
It flew. It's looking at me. Oh, okay. Don't go in there. Oh, oh.
Poor thing. Oh! Where'd he go? Oh, don't break my laptop. You got him? Yep. It's okay. I can see with his. Yeah. Okay, while Hurley's enjoying his chew toy I gave him, let me show you my tent setup. This is a Big Agnes Copper Spur UL2, HV UL2 to be specific. And what I would usually do is I would, after I would get into camp, I usually would have gotten my water all ready, and the next thing would be to set up the tent. And so I'd get it set up, I would put my Z-light down. I cut this bottom part off of my Z-light for a sitting pad and also a pad for outside the tent door, and I would set up my Z-light pad in there, and then I would start getting everything else inside. Let me show you how I do that. I would usually just get my pack and bring it to the side that I was not planning on getting in and out of all the time, and I would set it right in the vestibule here and zip it up. Okay, so there's my backpack right there in the vestibule, and I would set it down so that I could grab things out of it as I needed it. Usually I would have my camp shoes, and I would keep them out here along with my hiking shoes. Those aren't my hiking shoes. This is what I kept the tent in, and so the bags and extra paraphernalia for the tent I would just throw down in the corner. This is my mattress, my air up mattress to sleep on, and that'll be one of the last things I get ready. So I didn't experience any real cold weather, but my water purifier or filters in there and all of that paraphernalia, I would just leave it there unless it was cold enough, like near freezing. I would put it in with me, but I never had to do that. And this has my toilet paper and wipes and my trowel. And I would get those out as well and put them for sure in here in the tent. Okay, so I put my toilet paper and stuff just somewhere over here. I would usually sleep on one side and have everything else on the other, on the door that I wasn't planning going out of. This is my pillow, and usually I keep my pillow with my quilt. That is my medicine kit. So I would get that out and lay it to the side, because I might need some medicine, mostly for for my aches and pains. Then I would get out my quilt. Here's my AT guide to study what I was going to do the next day or two. And I wouldn't unpack my quilt till, unless I was getting chilly, but until close to bedtime. I just kind of put that to the side right over here with my pillow. And then I don't have it, but I would get my food bag out. Then I would also get out my electronics bag. And I would put this up here by my head, and I've got some pockets, one like this on both sides and one up here that I would put stuff in that I would need. I'll show you that. Now usually I would put my clothes bag, after I got my food line, my bear bag line up in a tree or wherever it needed to be, I would go ahead and then get in my tent and change clothes. And I would take all my hiking clothes off and put on fresh clothes, or my camp clothes, dry clothes. And I would try to either lay my stuff flat along the foot, or kind of lay it flat along here as much as possible. Usually it would end up all crumpled in the corner by morning, but one of these days I need to figure out and get me maybe a clothesline across the top here, so that they might have an opportunity to dry out a little bit. I would have my air mattress blown up typically by now, and on top of this, and got my pillow blown up. And I would keep my headlamp in here. I would this is my battery charger and my anchor, and I would have my phone hooked into it. I'm using my phone to video, so I can't show you. And during the night, once I was done editing videos or something like that, or watching something, then I would just keep it hooked up to recharge, and I'd slip it in there, in that pocket, and I would put my watch in there, and I would have my wallet and a few other things, pocket knife and stuff like that, I would put in this other pocket. So that's kind of how I would set up. Hey, is it quitting time already?
Hey, I was just joking about the tent.
Oh yeah, they told me I needed to come out here and live with Hurley. Okay. And after I got settled in for the night, I would usually keep both vestibules closed. It never got too warm, and I would zip them from the inside, which I often had trouble, especially if it was damp, because the zipper would stick on the material. I would have to use both hands, and a lot of times I would just clasp those, the Velcro right there, and that would do. But if I zipped them up, especially because of the rain, it often get caught. But I was always able to get it straightened out. So anyway, that was kind of how I would live in my tent every night. And I've said it before, I'll say it again, I really enjoy this big Agnes copper spur tent, 2-man tent. Hurley, you enjoying your chew toy? Good boy. Well, good morning this Sunday morning. Well, the oldest nephew came in late last night from Oklahoma. He had a football game yesterday afternoon, decided to come back home to Texas for the weekend, and so we stayed up late for him. But the other two nephews, they were also gone to a fair and rodeo up in Waco, and so they came back even later. And so by the time everybody got back, we watched a video, a DVD of a bunch of videos that I took of us like nearly 10 years ago, and they were much younger, and so that was a lot of fun, and we talked. But anyway, we were up late. That's how I happened to capture the 3 a.m. impromptu lesson, it looked like, in the kitchen. At least that's what I hope it was. So I only got 1 hour of sleep last night, and I'm definitely going to need a nap this afternoon. But anyway, this week I enjoyed getting out the gear, the backpacking gear, setting up the tent. That was nice. I hadn't done that in a long time. But the good news on the week is that I once again lost 4.2 pounds this week. So yay! So all in all, it was a really good week. And I know there's a lot of you out there that are doing what I'm doing, and you're working hard to lose weight because you're trying to go from fat to full of life. And so I'm looking forward to this next week as well, and I hope you're being successful and you're reaching your goals, you're making progress. So guys, thanks for watching the videos. Please subscribe, please share them with other people. If you think that it might help encourage someone else to lose weight, please share them, and I will see you next week.